Hey all, FrozenFoxy here, and welcome to another edition of Let's Rant with FrozenFoxy. This time around, I'm not going to be doing a whole bunch of pictures like I did in the first one, just because it takes forever to edit. I swear that took hours and hours out of my day, and I'm not going to do that, but I'm not going to rant about that. Instead, I'm going to rant about something that has been put on my channel multiple times on YouTube and even GameAnyone.com. I've seen it on multiple videos of mine. I've seen it all over the internet, and everyone is complaining, oh my god, the end of streaming and Let's Plays is here. Well, guess what? It's not. And what I'm talking about right now is Bill S.978. And this is actually not what people think it is. Have you ever heard that Schoolhouse Rock song, I'm just a Bill, blah blah blah, sitting on Capitol Hill, waiting to become a law? Well, you know what? Bills can do something else than become a law. They can amend laws. And this one is an amendment. It amends Section 2319 of Title 18. And that's already a law. It's already there. You want to know what it's about? It's about copyright. Copyright. That's right. This is about pirating. This entire bill has been about pirating this entire time, and everyone is freaking out because they're like, oh my god, Let's Plays are ending. Well, that's not true. That's not true at all. Let me go ahead and delve into this a little bit. The actual construction of this just basically adds one, jail time, and two, some constraints on exactly how much you have to do to get that jail time. So the offense basically consists of 10 or more public performances by electronic means. A lot of people think that this 10 or more public performances by electronic means, which is within a 180-day period, means that if you do 10 or more Let's Play videos, then suddenly you have done 10 or more copyrighted works within that 180-day period. Well, that's wrong. That is completely wrong. This is actually talking about copyrighted music and copyrighted movies. So if you go into a theater and you take out a camcorder and start recording the screen, and then you go over and you put that up on YouTube, that counts. If you go into a concert and you start recording from that concert and go put it up on YouTube, that counts. You know what doesn't count? Recording a video game and commentating over it. That's completely different because that's called a derivative work. That means that we are actually commentating over it and changing it so it is completely ours, even though it is a copyrighted game. The only way that you're really distributing a copyrighted game is by taking the software and distributing it directly to people. You can't really take a copyrighted game and distribute it to them just by playing the game. That's completely different. That's not really giving them the entire game. You're just basically showing them one way that they could have played it, and someone's going to look at that and be like, well, I wouldn't have played it that way. So, you know what? We didn't just give them the game. That's completely different. And the government is totally going to throw this out if you're going to go in there and say, hey, this guy, he's got 10 Let's Play videos, so now we need to put him in jail for 5 years. No. That's not going to happen. On top of that, you know what? You need to make at least $2,500 in profits from your performance. So I don't make any money from doing Let's Plays. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but no, I don't make any money. And a lot of people don't make money from this kind of stuff. Some of the people that are on like Machinima and all that kind of stuff, they make money. But you know what? They probably have permission from the copyright owners to make that stuff, because a lot of video games, they like to put stuff from Machinima into their video games. So they probably have some kind of permission going on, and even if they don't, I think the courts would throw it out because the video game companies would probably come in there and say, hey, we want these guys to keep doing this stuff because it's like advertisement gold for us. The only people who don't want this kind of advertisement gold for them are like 2K Games, Take-Two Games, whatever the hell it is. I think it's Take-Two Games. The guys who made Red Dead Redemption, they're jerks. And, you know, that's just because they don't understand the Let's Play community. They don't understand that we're actually giving them publicity by putting this kind of stuff online. Now, I can understand in a way if they don't want to have like the cutscenes online, just because the cutscenes are kind of spoilers to the game, but the gameplay itself is completely different every time you're going through that. I mean, if you're going through an FPS game, the same two bullets are not going to be shot exactly the same way every single time you play that game unless it's part of a cutscene. And that's why a cutscene is something that you wouldn't want to put up online. So technically that could be considered something. But still, if I'm commentating over a cutscene, then it's still a derivative work. And it's just not the same thing. So basically we're talking about various different terms, and part of the bill that's amending is basically going over the fact that it's unauthorized distribution for software, movies, music, all that kind of stuff. And what is unauthorized when you're distributing a video game is the video game software itself. I'm just distributing basically me shooting someone in the head, or me sneaking around in Thief, or me jumping around in Trine, all that kind of stuff. That is not what they're talking about. I'm not distributing the game at all. What I'm doing is probably just giving them publicity for all that kind of stuff, and it doesn't really matter whatsoever. This is not about Let's Plays like everyone keeps thinking it's about, and I don't understand why everyone is freaking the hell out. It doesn't make any sense. The only thing that I can possibly imagine why this bill is in a place where everyone's getting on a bandwagon to try and reject it is because someone from Pirate Bay or some other torrent site said, hey, if this goes through, then we're kind of screwed over here. But, it's kind of like only an American law, so Americans are screwed. So that means that some American pirates are doing this somewhere. So yes, I blame the American pirates wherever the hell you are. Whoever is stealing these games, movies, music, all that kind of stuff, I blame you. I blame you for saying, oh, this is going to ruin Let's Plays. That's probably where the bandwagon came from. It's pirates. They don't want to lose the ability to go online and start downloading stuff and redistributing it as much as they want, online, wherever, because they want to continue pirating stuff. And that's exactly what this is all about. Pirating. It has nothing to do with Let's Plays whatsoever. I'm not pirating by doing a Let's Play. That's completely different. Also, this amendment is talking about when it's unauthorized to distribute stuff. It's talking about before street date, pretty much. And basically, it is saying if it is going to be distributed before it's going to be publicly consumable, or in the case of movies, if it's in a theater and not out on DVD, then it's not publicly consumable yet. So therefore, TV networks probably couldn't go ahead and take the movie unless they have licenses or whatever directly from the company who made the movie to put it on their channel. So that's basically what this is going over for them. But for pirates, it's basically going over the fact that, hey, you're distributing this in an unauthorized fashion because you're not supposed to be giving out this game to 500 different people, because now you've just cost us quite a bit of money, and that's way over the $2,500 limit, because that's now like $25,000, and that is way over the limit that you're supposed to be doing for that thing. I mean, $2,500, and you just exceeded it by a whole lot of money by going to $25,000 just by distributing like 500 different copies. And that's what I think this is all about, really, is pirates. It's all about pirates. This has nothing to do with the public. This has nothing to do with the consumers. And while, yes, there have been some issues in the past because people try to protect from pirates and end up hitting the consumers, I don't think this is going to be one of those things. I don't think this is going to affect Let's Plays even slightly. I don't think we're going to see a drop in Let's Plays. I don't think we're going to see a drop in streaming. I don't think any of that is going to happen. What I think is going to happen is people who are releasing these videos of games before the street date, like when it's still beta, or when something has been leaked, all that kind of stuff, those are the people who are going to get in trouble because those are the people who are affecting the game companies. And basically that's also talking about the licenses that they would have to offer for those public performances from the companies. So for those licenses, it's to exceed $5,000 rather than that $2,500. But that's basically acquiring a license from the company. So if it costs more than $5,000 to get that license to distribute that, then yeah, you're going to be in trouble. But that is completely different from Let's Plays. That's for movies. That's for music. That's for the actual software. I'm not distributing the actual software. Neither is any other Let's Player out there. And I don't know why people like DSP and SSOHPKC and other different people are out there going, oh my god, it's the end of Let's Plays. And these people are basically, as far as I know, top tier Let's Players, what we think of as top tier Let's Players. So they should be people who are smart and who are reading up on this stuff. But the only thing they're doing is listening to everyone else complaining. They're like, oh my god, Ultimate Dave, or whatever the hell his name is, went out there and he's like, he's a lawyer, so that must mean that he's right. No, it's all sensationalism. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He hasn't read the bill. The only thing he's read is the condensed version of it that someone put up on the internet because they were freaking out and they were like, oh, this one sentence right here that says that streaming is coming to an end. Yeah, streaming for pirated stuff. You're not supposed to do that before street date anyway. Do I care if you're going to get screwed over before you release something? No, I'm a pirate. Yeah, well, you know what? This is a big F you to all those pirates who don't care. Because, you know what? That street date does mean something. And when you are pirating something, you are stealing it. And you should stop right away. Because there is a law in place already. And that one is about fines and so forth. The only thing that they're really doing here is extending it so that it can be seen in electronic mediums such as Ustream, Livestream, all those kind of streams, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. But that's more for the movie side and the music side. That doesn't really affect the gaming side because it's a completely different medium. It has different rules, and our derivative works are not going to be even slightly affected under this stuff. So I think everyone is worrying for the wrong reasons, and they should stop listening to people who are pirating games and start realizing that their sources are incorrect. Hell, I'll even link where this is coming from. I've got a link directly to a government site that has exactly the details on what is being amended through this bill here. And it doesn't mean what everyone keeps saying it means. Stop freaking out, people. It's not going to kill anything. So, this is me signing out. Let's Plays aren't going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep enjoying ourselves. And don't forget to come over and donate to the Children's Hospital, because I am still doing a stream for that because it's not illegal. And we are trying to donate to the Children's Hospital to get some miracles going for them. I'll put that link down there along with the link to the bill. So I'll talk to you all later. Bye for now.